I'm so excited to be here. It's a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege.
Uh, yes, and back at you, sir. And to all of us that get to be with you today, thank you for being on the Pamela Show. Hey, John!
Hello, Pamela. Great to be here. Super excited. How are you doing?
Oh, it is so exciting. Well, everybody, this is John Tallarico. Hi, and welcome to the Pamela Show, where we learn and we grow together. I am so excited to introduce to you my dear friend, Rial Kunene. She is just an amazing human all the way around. On top of that, she is an incredible motivational speaker and an amazing author and visionary author as well, which means she puts together book collaborations, which means bringing authors from all around together to have the mindset for one book, and everybody brings and adds a chapter. It is a huge undertaking. I am so excited to have her here today. I know you are going to learn and grow so much. So with no further ado, will you help me welcome to the Pamela Show, Rial? Come on in, Hi, and welcome to the Pamela Show, where remember, we learn and we grow together. Thank you for showing up today. Well, this is going to be another amazing episode because today I have my very good friend, Rial, with me. Now, Rial, I am going to try to say your full name, and then you're going to correct me here in front of everybody. And then I'm going to say it the right way so that we all know how to say it. All right. So, Nompumelelo, is that right? Nompumelelo?
Nompumelelo.
Nompumelelo. Is that right?
Yes,
All right.
you made it perfect.
Oh, good. And then the last name, Kunene or Kunene?
Kunene.
Kunene.
Yes.
Wow, isn't that a beautiful name that she has? Now, I call her Rial because that I don't mess up.
Just keep
I
it
wanted you to hear her whole name. And would you say your whole name for us? Because I know you won't mess it up.
Nompumelelo, Rial, Kunene.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Rial is a dear friend of mine. And we also do a lot of work together in the motivational speaking world and in the author's world and in the coaching world. And she just has a wealth of knowledge, as you already know from what you heard me say about her. So in a moment, we're going to have Rial, introduce herself a little bit more and tell us a little bit more about her story. And she has a message to share with us to give us hope and instruction and guidance today. But Rial, before we do that, you and I both share something in common, and it's a person. And he's our mentor, the legendary Les Brown. And I wanted to share one of his quotes today. And it says this: ask yourself, if you are one of the good people that successful people want to be around. Now, when I read that, I literally read it, Rial, and I was like, oh, pause and reflect.
Yeah.
Am I one of those people? Like really pause and reflect. And I had to think about people that are successful in any stage of their life. Who are those people that I want to be around? And of course, I just took that right back to Les in general, right? Because he quoted it. what is it about him that I love to be around? And so many people want to be around Mr. Les Brown, and that's why he's been able to help so many of us. So,
Yeah.
from your unique perspective, what does that quote mean to you?
Oh my goodness. You've just dropped like a bomb in front of my face right now. Okay. Okay, where do I even start, really? But honestly, like with me listening to this quote, it asked me really, am I a naysayer in someone's life? Am
Mhm.
I the king Uzziah or Uzziah, who was more like kind of a blockage before people so that they can see God? Am I an inspiration to those around me, to those who look at me, to those who count on me? Am I that person that they
Wow.
need? Yeah. And he also continued, like Mr. Les Brown, he continued that surround yourself with only quality people. These are the people who will take you to your destination. These are the people who will hold you accountable for all of your actions. So, am I that one? That's how I view it.
Oh, that brings it home, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
I that one? I love that.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
Riel, I know you have an amazing speech, message, presentation, however you want to word it for us today. And I've personally been able to hear you speak before and have heard the power of your messages. I've had the treasure of being on your podcast. And I just know that you operate up here in this higher realm and that you just pull people up with you and to a place of inspiring and ready to take action. And I'm so excited for this time today. Riel, take it away and
Um,
encourage us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I always call you my sister from another mother because you've played that role of being a sister to me. So thank you so much, Sister Pamela, for inviting me to share some nuggets on how to really rise to greater heights. So my name is Riel Kunene, and yes, I am an energetic professional speaker. I am also the author to Rise to Greater Heights book, to Human Rights book, and I am also compiling an amazing book, Resilience to Greatness. All of these books really, they are more of a comprehensive guide to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. And so, as someone who specializes on mindset, resilience, as well as transformation, I believe that we're in full control of our own choices. My title, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their professional and personal passion to become go-getters. So, to our viewers online, please feel free. Just put in the chat box if you are watching online. If you have any questions for me, put in the chat box and then I'm going to attend to your questions at the end of my presentation. So before I continue, I just want to double check. I always like double checking. I just want to double check if I'm in the right platform here. How many of you can say that I have never, ever complained in life? Never, ever complained in life. Seemingly, I am in the right platform because, sometimes in life we go complaining. But today, I just want you to identify what's holding you back. If you can just write it down, what's holding me back? What's holding you back from going confident in the direction of your dreams? What's holding you back from chasing after success? Is it fear, mediocrity, distraction, or maybe procrastination? What's holding you back? What's really holding you back? It's so essential to assess your goals progress, good people, because setting and achieving big goals can be difficult at times. We all have dreams that we're hoping to achieve maybe in our careers, but it feels like there is something just standing in your way. How many of you have ever been in a situation where you felt like the doubts that you have, they then transformed into fears?
Yeah.
Yeah, the doubts that you ever had transformed into fears. I'm going to repeat this because doubting yourself can hold you back from living an amazing life. It's very easy to fear being judged and being worried about what others think. In fact, it stops you from acting, making you afraid to even take the first step in life. So, good people, stop letting your fears hold you back. The only remedy that cures your fears is action. So go for your goals and succeed. You may ask me why? Because you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. Can you say this after me? I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Yeah. It was Barack Obama who once said, "The future rewards those who press on." I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. And this message, it stirred something within me. So let's go out there and press on. Tell yourself, no matter what kind of challenge comes your way, I'm going to press on. And it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. Nompumelelo, in my own language, it means mother of all success. And I know my sister Pamela, she had some challenges saying my official first name, Nompumelelo. But one day she's gonna surprise me. She's gonna surprise me. So Nompumelelo really, it means that no matter what kind of challenges I'm coming across, I'll have to press on. I'll have to chase after success. But in order for you like to chase after success, you need a mentor or you need a coach who will hold you accountable for the goals that you have. This mentor and a coach, they will align you with your goals. So my advice to anyone who is out there who is interested in mentorship or coaching, being mentored is one of the most valuable and effective development opportunities you can ever get out there. I'm telling you. So, if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve maybe in the next 6 months? Yeah, I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals to gain guidance on professional development. So, as a coach and a mentor, my goal really is to study your current situation, identify your limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you may face, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. As flight attendants always say that put on your oxygen mask first before you assist others. Because if you don't, you and the other person you're trying to help could possibly go down. So I would encourage you really to go out there, search for a mentor, search for a coach who will hold you accountable for your actions, for everything that you do in life. You need someone to hold you accountable. You may be surprised because even with mentors and coaches, they also have their own mentors. They also have their own coaches who holds them accountable. Because at the end of the day, failure shouldn't be our undertaker, but an opportunity to begin again and again as long as you learn from it. Blaming others of not reaching your goals can paralyze you in life and it can make your dreams become impossible. So please, good people, handle failure with dignity. Handle failure with dignity because you can never ever succeed in life without failing first. And remember that you have a right for everything in this world. You were born with 30 universal human rights, and those human rights can never ever be taken away from you. These are rights that you were born with it and you will die with them. And you really don't have to be politically involved to know about your human rights or to learn about your human rights. All human beings are entitled to them, and you can never ever be excluded from your own human rights. Maybe you may be asking, exactly what do you mean when you say human rights? I've heard so many people talking about human rights. I can't have that confidence to go out there and start teaching and start telling people about their human rights. What are human rights really? I know many people, they might think of God when they think of human rights. They might think of freedom when they think of human rights. And you're absolutely right when you think that way, because human rights are just the fundamental rights and freedoms that are all inherent to all human beings, regardless of your gender, nationality, place of residency, sex, ethnicity, religion, or even your skin color. Human rights are not just about the law. Thus, human rights are non-discriminatory, meaning all human beings are entitled to them. And remember that a right is a freedom of some kind. It doesn't matter where we are born or what kind of family we are born into. We all have the internal recognition of the moral quality of one's motives and actions. We are all born in this world and should be given the same opportunities and treat each other in such a way as proper to the relation of a brother. So I so wish you can just tell yourself that, you know what? I've already had it. I've had enough. I'll have to make a difference now. I'll have to make a difference in my life. To those who look at me as an inspiration, I'll have to make a difference in my community. Spread the good news. Be the bearer of good news always. But in order for you to make that difference, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like the hungry lion in the jungle. That hungry lion in the jungle, really, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're that giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. Lunch. And it's so funny because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I'm a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I see that lion, I'll have to run. I believe that that's the mindset that we need in order for us to go out there and make a difference, spread the good news, tell people their human rights. Really, to me, the whole idea about the issue of human rights being violated and this and that, I can't be an activist. I can't just go out there and being on the street protesting. But I know that all human beings are entitled to these human rights. To me, honestly, it was the death of George Floyd that made me to realize that we need to stand for a world where no one shall live in fear because maybe of their skin color, and where the criminal justice system treats everyone fairly and equally. If you can remember very well, last year on May 25th, George Floyd died in police custody in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in your city, Sister Pam. And this 46-year-old black man, he was arrested and killed after a convenience store employee called 911 on Floyd's suspicion of passing a counterfeit $20 bill. The video that was captured by a bystander, it shows George Floyd pinned face down on the ground in handcuffs, and one of the police officers kneeling on his neck as he was pleading for help. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And finally, he fell silent. May his soul rest in eternal peace. It is so impossible not to be outraged watching that video of the Minneapolis officer pressing his knee against Floyd's neck for a period initially reported to be 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I believe that everyone is born free and has the right to life. So no one should ever be subject to such unjustified violence. Hence, I am here to educate everyone to know their human rights. So good people, this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. But when that alarm clock goes off, please, please, don't ever hit the snooze button. Don't be like, I will wake up in the next 2 minutes. I will wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. So why don't you wake up, get going, and chase after success and make a difference and try to identify exactly what's holding you back. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. And it's so funny with that English teacher, really. She didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. It also aligns with my destiny because for those of you who doesn't know the phoenix bird is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I want to encourage you as you're watching, as you're listening today, that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes. Since the phoenix has to die first, burn, experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down, or write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. If I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals maybe you've set for the next 6 months, but here's one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that God has a better plan for every one of us. Your objective is what you were designed for and the reason why you live today. With God, I believe that we're all destined for greatness as long as we follow His strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gift and following God's idea will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential.
Ascend Above the Crowd is the newest course by Pamela Hinkle. Ascend is a self-paced email course that will come directly to your inbox and will change your mindset and your life. Each week, you will receive lessons, resources, challenges, and journal writings that will help you discover your purpose by design. It's your time to ascend above the crowd. To learn more about Ascend, go to www.purposewithpamela.com/ascend.
Wow, within you, seeds of greatness. Isn't that powerful? Let that sink into you for a moment. Within you is seeds of greatness. Now you're going to want to come back and hear and watch as Riel unpacks what all that means for us next week on the Pamela Show. You are here on purpose, with a purpose, by design, not by default. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Pamela Hinkle is the founder of the Purpose Center. Pamela is a mindset mentor, author, speaker, minister, and transformation coach. Her weekly podcast, international radio show, and television show are a lifeline that changes lives and inspires people to discover their individual potential through realizing their purpose by design. Pamela is a natural motivator and has shown many how to find their niche and transform their lives. Although success is an uphill battle, Pamela gives the necessary strategies to flourish, cheering you on every step of the way. Pamela shares from her personal experiences, education, and life as a woman in leadership, utilizing decades of knowledge. Taking the approach of, let's have coffee and chat, she will awaken your dreams and purpose by design. Are you ready for Pamela to help guide you? Email us at purposewpamela.office@gmail.com or go to her website at purposewithpamela.com.